Hello, and welcome back to another football video where this time I'm discussing Europa League round of 16 second legs. There were obviously 8 of them. And yeah, some surprising results like Arsenal, they lost to Sporting after penalties and that Feyenoord destruction against Shakhtar Donetsk. But I'm gonna go through these matches in order that I've got here. So starting with Freiburg and Juventus. Juventus won the game 2-0 and 3-0 overall score between the two legs. Dusan Vlahovic started the scoring at the end of the second half, 45th minute, and then Federico Chiesa managed to make the game 3-0 overall, but 2-0 in this game. Although the game was already pretty much decided, Freiburg centre-back had got a red card already, and it just was decided already, at least that's what I thought. But Juventus goes through, and with how their season has gone in Serie A, I mean overall great, but the point deduction and all that, they will be happy that they are through in Europa League. This might be their way to get back in the Champions League football next season. Then just destruction by Feyenoord and Shakhtar Donetsk. Feyenoord against Shakhtar Donetsk. 7-1 overall, 8-2 after the two legs. And it was after 66 minutes, it was 7-0 for Feyenoord. Jimenez, Mexican forward, scored the first goal. Then Gökçe scored twice. Then also Idrissi scored twice, Alireza Jahanbakhsh once, and Danilo once. So just quite a thrashing there by Feyenoord. And Shakhtar Kelsey was the only goal scorer there. So one goal doesn't really matter when you have already allowed 7. The match was decided by a lot of goals differed these teams, and Feyenoord, they really are setting a warning to other teams in this competition that they have been quite good so far, and maybe they could challenge for the Europa League title. I don't know. There's always the chance that they can go far in the to semi-finals or to final or win the whole thing. Then Manchester United, they won 1-0 against Real Betis. This wasn't really that surprising. I thought after the first leg 4-1 win at Old Trafford, Manchester United, even though they have suffered few setbacks lately in Premier League, I thought they had already decided this in the first leg. Only one goal in this match, Marcus Rashford scored here. And 5-1 overall, as I said. Betis, they now get to focus to La Liga football. They are 5th in the standings, and I would think they will try to get to top 4 place and Champions League football next season. United, I'm not really sure which one is the priority. Premier League, they are 3rd. I'm not really sure about their title chances, but Europa League, I think they have a good chance at winning it. So I think they will try to do that, even though it's not Champions League, but at least it's Europa League, and titles would always be welcome, I would think. Then Fenerbahce won Sevilla 1-0, and I'm not really surprised about this result because how Sevilla's season has gone so far in La Liga. But Fenerbahce won 1-0. If you can hear anything, it's the wind. Enner Valencia 41st minute penalty, that was not enough because Sevilla won the first leg when they had the home advantage 2-0, and Sevilla are through, and the price for getting through, and they will face Man United, so that's not gonna be easy task. I think United will probably go through, but maybe Sevilla could surprise them, you never know. But Fenerbahce, this just wasn't enough. They got pretty close, but not enough here. Then Ferencváros, Hungarian side, faced Leverkusen. It ended up being 2-0 game for Leverkusen, as was the first matchup between these teams in Europa League. And yeah, the goal scorers were Diaby and Adli, and yeah, Leverkusen, they have done quite well lately, so let's see if they could continue that in both Bundesliga and in Europa League as well. Then 0-0 game between Real Sociedad and Roma. First leg Roma won 2-0 though, so that's why they go through there. And yeah, Sociedad, I mean, they had chances, but they couldn't capitalize, and yeah, Roma goes through there, and Sociedad, and they have had rougher times lately. They will focus on getting top 4 spot in La Liga, I would think, because, well, Betis are not that far behind them, and Villarreal and others. Then Union Saint-Gilloise, they faced Union Berlin. I said in the preview that I think Union Saint-Gilloise would go through, because Union Berlin haven't impressed me that much lately, and yeah, Union Saint-Gilloise went through 3-0. Good job from the Belgian side. Teuma scored the first goal, then Amani scored, and then Lapoussin scored also, or how do you pronounce the last player's name, but yeah, 3-0 win, 6-3 overall, and yeah, Union Saint-Gilloise are through, and that it was 3-0, that was a bit surprising, but I did think that they had a chance at going through, and quite frankly, they did. Then a surprising result, at least for some people, 1-1 game between Arsenal and Sporting, and yeah, Granit Xhaka, Swiss midfielder, started scoring, but then 62nd minute, just what happened? Pedro Gonçalves scored the goal there, and yeah, it was beautiful long range goal, surprised Ramsdale clearly, and I would suggest that if you haven't seen that goal already, you go and watch it. That was just beautiful long range goal by Gonçalves, and yeah, but that wasn't enough because 1-1, 3-3 after 2 legs, and then there was a penalty shootout which Sporting won 5-3, and yeah, Martinelli penalty was saved, and that was the difference. And yeah, I just think that this is a surprise, but yeah, I said in the previews for both first and second leg that Arsenal would really have to do everything to beat Sporting. They just can't let them score, and yeah, they did let them score, and yeah, I'm surprised, but at the same time, I'm not, because Sporting are doing pretty well lately, both in Liga NOS and in Europa League. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about this Europa League round of 16 results. Were you surprised about Arsenal? They are now out of the Europa League. They get to focus on winning the Premier League. And yeah, were you surprised about Feyenoord beating Shakhtar Donetsk 7-1? I was, but yeah, let me know your thoughts about these matches in the comments down below, and hit the like and subscribe for more football and Europa League content, and have a nice day.